So Bradford, like so many of the surrounding markets, is trending in the same way, and I'm going to talk to you about the numbers today. So what we're going to do, like my other videos, we're going to have a look at the most current month we have in the Toronto Real Estate Board stats, which is July 2021. We'll compare that with what happened in July 2020, and then we'll have a look at June 2021 as well, just to give you a bit of contrast. So if we look at total number of homes sold a year ago in Bradford in July 2020, it was 104, and that is across all home types. So that is condos, semis, towns, links, detached, absolutely everything. I broke the June and July numbers for 2021 out a little differently. So the N is new listings that are coming to the market. The S is the number of sales that happen through the month. And the A is the active listings. And the active listings essentially are what carry over into the next month. So the number of sales per month is shown in this original number here at the 104. So new listings in June were 109, sales through the month were 90, and active listings that carried over into July were 64. Now, if we have a look at July, new listings coming to the market were actually 84. Sales for the month were 72, so number of listings was down, number of sales were down, and the active listings are actually also down, so the carryover inventory is down as well, and you're going to see this in the rest of the numbers. And I'll explain it a little bit further. So average sale price across all home types a year ago was $799, 1,094,000 in June, currently trending at 1,067,000. Sales to new listings ratio is also known as the absorption rate, and it tells us out of the homes coming on the market each month, what is the percentage that are actually selling. So a year ago in Bradford, 80% of the homes that came on the market sold. 82.6% in June 2021, currently trending at 85.7. So I want to go back and explain this a little bit more, as I said I would previously. So we have less listings, less new listings coming on the market in July. We have sales through the month that are down, and also the active listings. And this is something that we're seeing in the surrounding markets, the New Market, the Aurora, the East Gwillimbury, where what we're actually seeing is that buyers are, because there is a lack of inventory, buyers are starting to tap that active carryover inventory that's carrying over from month to month to month. So you're starting to see those homes disappear and get sold. Which is why we're seeing a high absorption rate also with less new listings coming on the market. Months of inventory remaining tells us that if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of buying, how long would it take to completely deplete the inventory? So a year ago, 0.9 months of inventory, 0.7 in June, and still trending at 0.7 for July. Sale price to list price ratio, 100% of ask a year ago, 103 and 104.7. So seeing that market heat up a little bit more. Days on market to get a home sold in Bradford a year ago was 15, 16 in June, currently trending at 13. So what does this market all mean for buyers and sellers right now? Well, I mean, if you're actively participating and looking for homes as a buyer right now, you will definitely notice that the market has maintained its activity. I mean, it's had, maybe a couple, soft spots through the summer, but overall, it's definitely been a little bit busier than what I think a lot of people would have expected through the summer. Now, as we go into September, typically what's going to happen is more listings come on the market, which could naturally slow the market. It's definitely hard to say, buyers, what will end up happening, but certainly, fingers crossed, we'll see more inventory, and that will make it a little bit easier for you to get into a home. For sellers right now, definitely a busy market. I mean, when we're looking at stats like, 85% absorption rate, definitely full-on sellers market. So a lot of opportunity for sellers out there. Correspondingly, you're also going to probably buy in the same market unless you have, some other options out there. So, you have to be prepared for that on the other side. So in terms of, do I buy first or do I sell first? Typically in a market like this, for you sellers, it makes sense to buy first and then sell your home. If you have any questions about this, I hope you found it helpful. Please feel free to reach out to me, and I will see you next month.